Hey guys, what's up? It's Dale here, your favorite English coach. It's great to see you again. If you are new, this channel is all about taking you from where you are stuck right now to your end goal, which is usually fluency in English, okay? So if that's interesting, make sure to like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. So in this video, we're going to do some pronunciation practice, okay? In a second, I'm gonna get into my laptop and we're gonna go through some articles and we're gonna practice some pronunciation using one of the 7 main pillars to get you sounding fantastic in English. So let's get into this video. As we said in the introduction though, pronunciation is one of the pillars, but glottalization is a whole pillar in and of itself, okay? We have to make sure we get all of them. Obviously, there could be more, there are more probably, but these are, and this is obviously my opinion, based on everything that I've researched and analyzed with, English speech, native English speech, and obviously my speech. But, this is one of the most important ones, and I deem this to be like the most important ones, let's just say, and the ones that you need to be able to master, understand, master, and then be able to actually speak and master the speech of it, okay? Not just with speech, but also the listening. So you have to include both. So really quickly, I'm gonna just explain to you what glottalization means. Quite simply, glottalization is where we drop off the T's. We take out the T's, sometimes the R's, sometimes actually H's as well. But we'll talk about that later on. That's very advanced, that. But the glottalization, taking off the T's, in general, it's usually the T's. And this is done everywhere in England, in UK or any English speaking country, but especially in UK. There's actually a joke going around, a meme, where it's like, can I get a bottle of water? And it's a bunch of Americans and Canadians or North Americans like taking the mickey or like being like making fun of British people because they always go, can I get a bottle of water? Okay. We don't speak that extreme, but we don't glottalize that extremely, but that is true. That's exactly how we usually say it. Bottle of water. Bottle of water. Okay, now we're back. Let's get straight into this. Right, I'm going to go through, and essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and say the word with the T's, because you've now just learned that it's usually the T's that you take off. We're now going to just go through and I'm going to just do the non-glottalized version with the T's, and then I'm going to do the glottalized version, and you're just going to listen to the two back and forth, the contrast, okay? And then you're going to just basically hear it a few times, get used to hearing it, both versions, and then you're going to repeat back, okay? I'll try to keep this video short and sweet, not too long. We're just going to whiz through. If you want to have more coaching with me or do, perhaps one-to-one sessions, hit me up, message, and we can go from there, okay? And we can go deep dive into this, obviously, once you're into the output stage. But with that said, let's get into this. Hopefully you enjoy, and let's crack on with this. The first one I want to go through really quickly is noticed, okay? Noticed becomes noticed, all right? Noticed becomes noticed. And I'm going to say the sentences. I'm going to put them in context as well, but I'm going to just say them, individually and then in the sentence. If you haven't noticed, and there's 2 here, there's 2, all right? If you haven't noticed, did you notice the words that I actually glottalized there? Very good. Haven't noticed. Why? Because you should have just learned that the T is usually at the end. Well, it's the middle and the end. So essentially, guys, just to recap, the T you can glottalize. You'll hear people glottalize, and you will also be able to say it this way with T's in the middle and T's at the end. Okay, that's usually where you can glottalize, whether you're hearing it or whether you're saying it yourself once you're ready to. Okay, haven't, 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 haven't. Noticed, noticed, noticed. Okay, one is at the end, one is in the middle. It's actually closer to the beginning, but let's just say in the middle. Haven't, haven't, and then literally instead of just going t at the end, just don't say it. Split it up and then just remove that T. Haven't. So haven't, haven't, haven't. That's it. Where did it go? Where's the T gone, guys? That's it. Just take it off. It's gone. You don't need it. All right. Noticed. A bit tricky with this because obviously it's in the middle of the word. And also, I'll just give you a second to practice that. Pause anytime. I'm also, guys, I expect you to pause and just, repeat yourself. Don't expect me and just wait for me to obviously tell you to keep pausing. When you've heard it, I'm going to continue on, but you're going to just pause the video once you've heard me say it a few times, repeat, hear it, and just emulate back, rewind, and then play again, repeat, practice, etc. As much as you can, as much as you need to, all right? Until it's down. Try that. Go. Very good. Noticed. All right. And now, remember, I think we said, I may have made a short about this recently, about the simple trick to start practicing glottalization or to transition to glottalizing. Uh-oh. If I haven't mentioned it or you haven't seen it, I'll explain again here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And now transition that. So you know how to say uh-oh, like uh-oh. Doesn't matter which tone you use. Uh-oh. 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 Doesn't matter. There's that glottal stop. Okay? It stops there. Do the same thing. So repeat after me. Uh-oh. 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 Noticed. Noticed. Or notice. Whichever one. Present tense, past tense, who cares? Noticed. Noticed. Did you notice the glottal stop? Did you notice it's the same as uh-oh? Notice. It's the same thing. That's a huge secret there, guys. A huge trick to doing it. Practice this, keep practicing, keep rewinding and listening and then practice, okay? Let's move on. All right, so the next one is repetitive. You can glottalize this. It's a bit weird, but you can do it. Repetitive. That's weird. Even for me, it's not perfect. Repetitive. Repetitive. Oh, that's a hard one, okay? We're going to go straight to the hard one right at the start, right off the bat. But repetitive, all right? We're just going to go all in with this. Repetitive. Uh-oh. Petitive. Repetitive. Repetitive. Uh-oh. Repetitive. So go repet. Actually, just start by going pet-i. Pet-i. Repeti. Repetitive. That's it. Repetitive. Easy. Repetitive. You've glottalized the first T. Repetitive, which is what I would probably do. I'd go, yeah, it'd be a bit repetitive. That's how I would probably say it, unless I felt like I'm repetitive. But I would definitely take out that first T just here, all right? And make sure that you say ah. It's repetitive, not repetitive. It's repetitive. Ah, the schwa. It's kind of the schwa sound. If you don't know, there may be another video for you to quickly watch about the schwa sound. If not, I will make a video about this, don't worry, in the future. So very soon. So repetitive, the schwa sound, like it's kind of like a schwa sound. Ah, 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 like sister, brother. Repetitive. So to sound a bit more, this is more the pronunciation than glottalizing, but I thought I'd just add this in here as a little bonus. But the pronunciation, I talk about this as well in my course. But repetitive. So it's ah, the I becomes an ah. Repetitive, okay? Repetitive. I'm being very repetitive right now. Or you can go as an example, or you can go repetitive. So try that just for fun. Just try this one. Repetitive. Repetitive. You're just going repetitive. Repetitive. And just squish it together. Okay, guys. If you want more help with these more advanced words, make sure to contact me and we can maybe do some sessions together. Okay. But with that said, I think you've got the main premise here. Repetitive. You just glottalize and just keep going back to repetitive, okay, repetitive, and then just start to pull it together. Contrary to popular belief, you didn't create. So these two words here we're going to focus on quickly. You didn't create. You didn't create. Contrary to popular belief, you didn't create. Didn't. Just take it off. Same thing again. Didn't. Now we'll just practice that. Didn't. Take it away. Didn't. Same thing. And then focus on the and stopping. Create. Try. Create. Good. Create. Good. Create. Now take it off. That's it. Create. Awesome. And then a trick, and then moving on. Created. Now, I love a little pronunciation, little bonus thing here, because I'm so nice, of course. Just with the ED, when you're doing the past tense, make sure that it's the ED in this word specifically is id. Don't go created, or created. It's created, id. All right. Anyway, so if you created, it's id. That's actually how we say it. If you created, we glottalize, and then we also do the id, created. Another thing, guys, I am also connecting the speech. This is one of the other main pillars, which I'll talk about. I talk about in the course as well, one of my courses. But contrary to popular belief, you didn't create. There's a lot of connected speech. If you don't know this, I will talk about this, I'm sure, if I haven't already. So check out a video if there is anything here to check out about connected speech. But basically, if you don't know, connected speech is just when words come together, squish together. And you need to have glottalization and connected speech together to really, they go hand in hand. They're like a match made in heaven. It's like two brothers or brother and sister. They go together perfectly in order for you to sound more natural. So more natural, more efficient, and obviously more native, I guess, or more fluent. So you want to make sure that you put them two together. But in this case, focus mainly on the glottalization. But I am using naturally just using some connected speech there. Okay, moving on. We're going to wrap up in a second, and we're going to do a few more, and then we're going to finish up today. Because I want to keep this short. I don't want to go on too long with this video. If you want more, again, like I said, you can message me so we can work further. But here we are. We're going to just go down. I think there was... here was the other one I wanted to go to. That's a great idea. This is a nice, easy one. That's a great idea. Where did I glottalize, guys? Anyone? Very good. Great. That's a great idea. Why did I glottalize there? Because it's the T is at the end of the word. Fantastic. So that's a great idea. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. Okay. Try this. So we're going to do the word, then we're going to do it in context. That's a great idea. And I also want you to check for yourself. It feels quite difficult for me to actually say it at fast speeds. In fact, it's impossible to say it at really fast speeds when you're actually using the T. So when you're non-glottalizing, it's actually really difficult. That's a great idea. It's horrible, guys. I want you to check both, contrast both, and see which one is better and easier for you than the other. I promise you it will be glottalizing. So ready? That's a great idea. That's a great idea. Okay, just try that. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. Already you can see it's easier, right? So let's just work on great quickly. So great. You already know what to do. Great. Great. And then just take off the T. Great. 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 Try, and then we'll do the whole sentence. Go. Great. Cool, that was great. All right, that's a great idea. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. Try. Is that easier? Now go back to the first one. Great idea. Say it fast. That's a great idea. It's hard, isn't it? Right? And now try, that's a great idea. It's so much smoother. Generated, again, I'm just going to jump to the pronunciation trick here. It's the same as created. Generated, id, it's id again. A lot of ed, so the past form of the verb, words, the regular verbs do a lot of the time are pronounced with id, all right? Or ist, but that's other words. I'll get to them when they come in examples. I'll show you, but id, okay? It's the same thing. Created or created, generated, okay? Generated, okay? Generated, id. It doesn't matter which one. If you glottalize or don't, you're still saying id at the end, all right? Start with generate, generate. Same thing again, guys. There's so many of these examples, and this is a really good way to start your journey with glottalization, with understanding, and also now obviously practicing the speaking, the output part. Because T's are the most common, or like 97% of the time when you have a T at the end of the word, you are able to glottalize, and most people will glottalize, native speakers at least, because they're not afraid to. They're so used to doing it. We're so used to doing it, right? It's so natural to glottalize for us, okay? So don't be scared to glottalize. Generate, and people will understand you. Remember this, people will understand you, okay? But yeah, so generate, so just try that, generate, and then take off the word generate, and now go generated. Generated. Try that, and then we'll finish up with the last one. Generated. Very good. Okay, cool. Now the last one we want to go through is energetic. All right, energetic. But it's nearer to the end of the word, but it's kind of in the middle and the end, but it's not on the last syllable though. Actually it is. It's the start of the last syllable. So energetic. Energetic. Jetic. Energetic. energetic. And it's more like na, not ne, but energetic, energetic. That's another tip there, another schwa sort of sound. It's an ah, so it's energetic, energetic, energetic. So it's enna, that's another bonus tip there. Ah, energetic. But can you see, uh-oh, jetic, uh-oh, jetic, and also the intonation. That's another pillar, actually. I just want to add that in there, is intonation. But energetic, it goes up and down, okay? That's intonation, so that's just pitch, just how high you go and how low you go, okay? But energetic, energetic, okay? Try this, we're going to go back. So jetic, go. Remember to pause as well, okay, guys? If you need to pause at any time, just pause. It's no problem. I'm obviously not here to be seeing you face to face, so it's a lot harder for me to sense when you're exactly when you need to practice. So sorry if I talk over or any of that kind of stuff. I hate in videos where they do that, where they just talk too much and then you're like, wait, shh, I need to practice. So just pause. I did say to you to make sure to pause if I'm talking over you in this video, because obviously I can't see you. All right, so energetic, go. Jetic. Jetic, uh-oh. So just soften it down. Go, uh-oh, jetic, uh-oh, jetic, energetic, energetic, energetic. And remember, it's na, not ne, but na, like a schwa sound. Ah, 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 that sound. Energetic, energetic, energetic. Boom. So with that said, that is going to wrap this one up. We're going to finish there. Obviously, we could go through quite a bit more, but I wanted to keep this video as short as I could. This is just a taster. We could have gone on for hours talking about glottalization. If you want to have more time with me, obviously, just we can book in some sessions and stuff like that. But with that said, I wanted to keep this quite short on this one, and I hope that I've given you a nice introduction to glottalization. And you've started to understand, you know, why it seems to be so difficult to hear, why it seems to be so difficult to actually get the words out in a nice, smooth way. And this is one of those reasons. This is the pillar. Start listening to maybe not native content so much, because it will be in general too difficult, but just listening out for the intermediate level, hearing out for people speaking, and just start noticing when they say great, articulate, created, instead of created, and just picking out those words. And then of course your other homework, your second part of homework is, of course, I want you to practice, you know, going through this video as many times as you need to, and just in general, when you're practicing, just be very conscious and aware of when you're using the T and saying, hey, can I take the T off right now? Would this work? And then just say it, see how it feels. If it sounds good and it feels good and you've heard other people say it, boom, Bob's your uncle. You're able to actually, you should be able to actually say the word. But if not, just message and comment in the comment section, just to double check with me, and I'll confirm if you can or not. But that's your homework, guys. Make sure to go do that, those two things, and hopefully you enjoyed this little practice session. So with that said, guys, make sure to like and share and comment with any questions that you need to ask, and I will make sure that I get in there and I will answer them as soon as possible. And of course, make sure to subscribe, tap that bell notification so that you don't miss any videos just like this. All right, with that said, have a great day. I will see you in the next video. Peace out.